I started teaching about 8 years ago and immediately was involved with the UIL activities at school. Ever since I was in high school, I competed in UIL activities. I competed in UIL since I was in 5th grade, was my first year doing oral reading. And so it was naturally something that I just enjoyed doing. And my first year teaching was actually at the school I graduated from, so I was familiar with some of the UIL coaches and sponsors that were there, and that's where I started. I coached prose and poetry and one-act play, and I also coached journalism, the 4 journalism events that year. And I've just always had a real passion for the organization. It did a lot for me whenever I was in school, and so I wanted to continue with that when I started teaching. The best thing about it is watching what the kids do. I get to share a little bit of my passion for, the oral interpretation and theater, and sometimes it's more inspiring for me to watch how they grow and change and develop into the things that they do. And working with the kids, I think it's probably my favorite part of doing it. It's the most rewarding for sure, but it's neat to see them grow and what they get out of it, especially when you have a kid that doesn't, they don't know anything about it, and they give it a shot, and or they surprise themselves with the success that they can have. For students who participate in UIL academics, I think the biggest benefit is the amount of knowledge they can gain, not just from the textbooks and the events that they are specifically in, but in terms of hard work, dedication, learning that sometimes you will fail and you have to work harder to get back up and do better and improve yourself. So definitely those qualities that make them independent thinkers and work for themselves to make themselves better and improving themselves as a whole. And of course, all the networking that they make, the friendships that are developed that they may not realize now that might end up lasting them forever. And it's memories that come with that are irreplaceable, and those are some of the biggest benefits for a kid to participate in UIL academics. I have such a passion for all of the activities that I do participate, I sponsor. I've been doing oral interpretation since I was a child, since I was 5th grade is my first year that I participated in that. And one-act play, I participated in high school, and I watched my first one-act play contest whenever I was in 3rd grade, and I've been to a contest at least once every year since then. I would say if I had to pick one of them, I would say that because of the fact that one-act play kind of incorporates a lot more students, we have the ability to utilize more kids, and it gives more kids a little bit of an option to be able to participate in. I think that if I had to pick, I think I would probably pick that one, but I don't like to have to think about picking which one's my favorite, because I do have such a passion for all of them, and the kids I work with, they enjoy all of it as well. So for the simple fact that I can include more kids in the group whenever we do one-act play, that's probably a big benefit, and that puts it up there. From when I was participating, I would say my favorite UIL memory was my junior year, whenever I was able to compete at the state meet in poetry interpretation and placed in the finals there. As a teacher, I would have to say was the most recent memory is from this past year in 2013, when I played the 1A conference where you won state champion. I think that might probably be one that'll stick with me forever.